All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am Pato. With me is Highwind and Dom as soon as he returns. We have round 2 action for you. It's going to be Team Tsatsulow as our blue team versus the awesome Team Zik, who won last week, which we can see as our red team. And yes, your eyes do not deceive you. That is Aphromoo, fresh off his quadra kill in like 18, 19, 20, or whatever from last game.
Yeah, this guy definitely going after Otter's Judgment career kills streak.
Yeah, if anybody doesn't know, Otter so far in the league has the most kills at 60, and Aphromoo almost got a third of those in one game. So
he's definitely gonna go for it. I'm feeling it, man. Just like bam, what you know, 1 week shows up, just displaces Otter. Otter, who was unable to make it for Judgment this week, out for dinner. Or something. You had a friend in town, you know, this high-ranking players always got stuff to do, but that's okay.
Birthday.
Oh, okay. We found some replacement players, and some of those also go by the name of Aphromoo. Outside of that, we've got Tsatsulow, Jacob Hysteria, the Biddler, and Jiv Hust, all returning players. Jiv Hust also ranking in the top, I want to say top 10, players in Judgment League Week 3. That being said, on the other side, we've got Zik, who is, again, returning champ from Week 2 with a new team, Dracanis, Tekken, Ruthless, and DT Royalty. I want to say almost all these players on playing with Zik this week are not, could possibly be sub or new this week. So Zik definitely, he showed us he's got style, he's got swag. We're able to take down their round 1 matchup, but I think they're going to have a little bit more to chew on for round 2.
Is Tristana still in this game? Yep, GG. Sorry, helpful hand going to the Aphromoo. Sorry, affirmative action. Has no choice. I wish I did. I wish I could have made another option, but it's not going to happen. So
Tekken without Thresh. I don't know what's going on there. We're going to see Nunu this game. Nunu was a ban last game. So Dom, how do you feel about this?
I already told you exactly how I feel about it.
I know how you feel about that, but I'm saying, but if you Otter, who the statistic that we have going right now is Otter is kind of our most kills in Judgment.
Yeah.
He's sitting at 60 kills in 6 games, averaging 10 kills a game.
GG.
Is it possible Aphromoo can possibly beat that all in just 3 games?
Excuse me, production guy in the background. How many kills did my main African American gentleman have in that last game alone? A third of those kills, which was like what, 20 something? Yeah. So nah, I don't think it's possible, especially since because he happens to be of African American descent, we have to divide all of his kills by 3. Or else it just wouldn't be fair.
So quick bans, Zakshin, Elise. The Zak ban definitely probably going to be a ban against Zik. That's one of Zik's mains. The Shin and Elise I think are good choices. I think they did have a Shin in the last game, but it was on the enemy team. Elise, just a real terror. I think to me she's kind of like that Jace. How strong Jace is. Any champion with 2 forms, I think is really strong in the format right now. The Thresh band, the Vayne band, and the Twisted Fate. So I guess the Vayne band is just targeting Aphromoo, but Aphromoo just showed us how strong his Tristana could be in the last game, if you guys were hanging around then when we tuned in. And the Twisted Fate band, I'm not quite sure who that's targeted at. Or if it's just they don't want to deal with globals.
Nobody wants to deal with Twisted Fate right now. Twisted Fate's just one of those champions. He sits there, he's minding his own business, he gets his own cinema movie. And he just sits in the wings, and you can pick him up. But when you do pick him up, you win the game. Twisted Fate is like the #1 playmaker sans Thresh in the entire league right now.
Yeah, I've seen quite a bit of TF lately. We were up in Vancouver. Clackbard was on the winning team. The second place team, the UB. Oh my God, excuse me. UBC took 3rd place, for those that don't know, but we were up in Vancouver for a really strong tournament, amateur side, where they have a lot of diamond players in BC, which is why we built this Judgment League around players for the Northwest specifically, because we just knew it was a target-rich environment. We could say, hey, diamond players, challenger players, would you like to play in a league where the captains draft the players? So that's what we're doing, and right now we're just we realize that some of those players aren't able to make it every week. And that's why we have a couple subs here. But right now, Team Tsatsulow looking pretty strong here in Champ Select. Got some movement speed buffs going from Nunu, who's probably going to be going into the jungle, doing some counter jungling. We could see Jivhust playing Rumble, which would definitely make Pato happy. Meanwhile, we have a lot of playmakers. Lissandra's a big playmaker. We're probably going to see a Blue Ezreal. Zyra, really good at setting up engagements. And, of course, Lee Sin, who's sly, leaping from minion to ward to minion to player and kicking people in the face. So we're curious to see what Zig's going to go. A Rengar. You know what? We did see a Rengar ban in the last game. I don't know if this is really going to go down or not.
I believe in it. I believe in it just for this team comp. Rengar is going to be able to really do some cleanup work when they really need it. When Lee Sin has already used everything he has, can't really kick into that group. If Blue Build Ezreal gets behind, he actually falls off incredibly fast, especially against any kind of damage build on a different champion. So you're going to have this high deeps, high mobility, super invisible champion who's going to be able to pop in and do work at the drop of a hat. On the other side, you're sitting here and you're looking at a pretty big powerhouse. You have the big blue turret Rise, who's going to want to run in there with a missile drop strike action happening above him coming off of Rumble. The Snowball is an unstoppable force on any to any stretch of the imagination. We have great disengage coming out of Janna, plus the shields, which are incredibly valuable. That's going to switch over to a J4, which I'll accept on that side. Actually, probably a little bit better of a choice. J4 just has a little bit more utility and damage just outright and doesn't have to rely on any kind of cheese to get it there when you already have a cheese coming out of Lee Sin. This is going to be an absolutely brutal battle, a fight to end all fights, but the helpful hand's got to stick with my boy Moo Moo.
Right on. I really like this last minute swap. Man mode J4. It's really going to be good for their team composition for that extra hard engage. They're going to have they're going to be making a lot of interesting plays, I feel. Dracanis played Xerath last game, so he's actually going to rotate into the jungle, and it looks like we're going to see Ruthless here on Lissandra. Last game, they definitely felt out their opponent. They anticipated a 2v1 top, and so in this game, I'd be interested to see what they go from here.
5, all mid, straight push.
Well, 3-minute warning has begun, and looks like we're going to go ahead and reveal summoner spells. There's no big surprises here. It could have been Lee Sin top, or it could have been J4 in the solo lane, but instead we are going to see Smite on Lee Sin, so he will be in the jungle, and we're going to see Nunu doing a little aggressive counter jungling action.
I got countered yesterday. I picked Nunu and was like, aha, I will counter jungle you. And somebody was like, I pick Master Yi. I will counter jungle you. And I was like, touche.
That's okay. You have stronger ganks. You get them snowballs in the face.
Oh yeah, that's why I won that game. But it was I was so sad that had happened to me because I thought I was going to be all sneaky pants. But it was taken away.
We actually have kind of a triple AP comp here, and I think they're gonna let Aphromoo do a lot of work here for the blue team. But anyways, on the red team, a lot of playmakers, as I said earlier. J4 can set up and engage. Lissandra can set up and engage. Zyra can set up and engage. We can see some insect-style plays coming here from Lee Sin, hopping in there, kicking someone out. They've got multiple ways to deal with Nunu's ult. I mean, I think, if we were just looking at champ select, I feel pretty strong about the purple team here.
You're gonna sit on Zik? You're gonna ride on that Zik?
I'm gonna ride on Zik. I think you know what? Someone's gonna cheer for an underdog here.
All right, you take Zik.
Everyone likes the underdog story.
Whatever. This ain't Rudy, Bo. This ain't Rudy. What you want? This might be football. This ain't no Rudy.
We'll see. I mean, we got Ruthless is an unknown. This guy just showed up, said, hey, guys, it looks like you need another player.
If looks could kill, this would be called the League of Look, not the League of Legends. And right now, there's only one legend on the field, and that's me. And the helpful hand has dropped onto the blue team.
You know what? I'm going to stick with my guns. I'm gonna come out there and say that teamwork can overcome stardom and the curse of the hand. You know, the curse of the helpful hand. I've seen it. I've seen it all too real.
This might be something that you think is real, but I'm telling you right now, is not. What's going to happen? I'm going to call this right now. Minute 1, pentakill, Aphromoo. Minute 7, pentakill, Nunu. Minute 5, game over.
They go back in time?
Yeah, that's how strong they are. They punch the space-time continuum. Just got a call actually from Kyle, frontman for Area of Defect. He is down in LA right now getting surgery on his eyes. His surgery went well apparently, but both eyes are completely covered up, and he has been Lee Sinning through life for the past day now.
Is he gonna be picking out Lee Sin in the new AOD single?
I'm not. He already does it in the one track. So now I think that's the only track he's going to be able to do, since him. I got sent a small video with him and chopsticks, trying to eat some food. Needless to say, too good. Man needs eyes.
Yeah, my wishes and prayers and whatnot for him. I heard he's going through a big ordeal, so I can't wait to have him back. Frontman, well, I guess you guys are all frontmen and women. Amalia, Kyle, Dom, excited for some AOD.
We're working on it. Right now, let's work on some football. I like that Aphromoo doesn't have a border. He's just got the little tree of life thing going on. Everybody else is like, look at my swagger. TM87. That is the best nerdcore song ever made.
I got friends that aren't even nerds and know that song.
Yeah. Oh my, oh my. So special love for Rumble coming out this game. I gotta believe that I have Pato on my side for this victory. It is now a 2v1 for who is going to win this game. Wards everywhere, and not a drop to drink. Yeah, this is going to get jungle-rific here in just a second.
J4 actually starting with a red pot. It's going to go aggressive on... If he gets the lane matchup, could go aggressive on Rumble. I like that matchup. I think the matchup is definitely in J4's favor. Pato would probably disagree. Maybe possibly agree.
Creepy cameraman. While he might agree, that matchup is only going to be good for a little while. That matchup's going to switch depending on how he's able to keep Zik away from him in those first few levels till he gets the damage and the little bit of tankiness behind him to actually make it matter. Right now we see the wards coming out for the counter jungle. Are we going to see a counter jungle is the question. We have all of these wards stacked up over here on Team Moo and not really seeing any kind of forward action off of it. I love these moments where it feels like everybody's just like reaching into the ether and being like, okay, they're over there. It's like, how do you know? You're ghosting. You have to be.
Oh man, that hook last game for First Blood.
Yeah. Sometimes you just have to have faith. That's the responsibility of any hooking champion. Sometimes you just have to have faith. It's a religious experience. You wouldn't understand. And Janna still hasn't taken an ability yet. Not sure what was going to happen. Now that they're going to stop here and do these... Believes he's going to take the shield, bust it on the Moo, get that extra damage, and pop these things down real quick.
Yeah, it looks like Lee Sin going to go ahead and start blue. Probably going to immediately run to his red. Hopefully, I don't know if he'd be expecting to run into Nunu. They have that warded, so he could theoretically go after Nunu's red. It's just mind games at this point. The thing is, you can't outbeat Nunu Smite Consume. You just can't. Yeah. It's just not possible. So what you can do is you can kick him in the face.
That is scientifically proven that while he cannot be beaten, he can be kicked in the face.
So
Nope, it looks like this is actually a game of gentlemen at this point.
yes, this is an extremely North American standards meta start. We've got a 2v2 in the bot lane. We've got a J4 Rumble in the top lane. And then we've got a Lissandra versus Rise in the mid lane. I would be expecting Lee Sin to get an earlier gank, especially probably going top, because we got Zik starting red pot. So Zik is going to want to go aggressive on Jibhust. And that could be Jivehust. I actually don't know personally. I do like the Jive.
We're going with Jive Host.
All right. So
Put a little.
but looks like he, after grabbing red race, he went back for Wolves, and it looks like he's going to do a standard level 4, clear my jungle, and show up possibly in top lane. He probably saw that Rumble did start with not 1 but 2 wards. With a little 5. Yeah, I think he went with a B plus 2 ward start and some pots. Right
Down
now,
bottom, we have great pressure coming out of Aphromoo, using that range to its full potential, and really just reaching that back line and keeping royalty on the tower.
I don't know. I think that's one of the highlights of Judgment, right? Like even here in our hey, everybody's D1 challenger, you still get a chance to rock. Go up against someone as strong as Aphromoo, or in this case. Oh, we do see some action in the top lane. Your character's going to go in here and Jibhust. The Biller here for the counter gank. The slow ball is going to go down. Oh, man. A lot of exchanges, but nothing really coming up. There's some aggression here in bot lane. Looks like Tekken is a little in trouble. Tsatsulow is going to take a turret shot. Oh, no. This thing coming in. J4 is going to go in. He did pop that red buff. A lot of damage going down, and Bidler's going to go down. First blood going to go to Lee Sin, but Jibhust has got a commanding lead, health lead, and I did not see Zach go down. Oh, a flash to Harpoon. Jump back to the minion. He's making plays and jukes, but oh no, Rumble too strong and now has double buff for Jivehust here in the top lane.
And that right there is really just, that's just a showcase of Rumble right there, where, and Lee Sin making absolutely beautiful plays, those high-level jukes and janks jumping around like a crazy person.
Here.
Oop. And more fights going down
bottom.
Game. Hey, guys, give me a moment. I'm talking about plays that you've made, so, be gentlemen for a second. Meanwhile, Lissandra has already tried to move down bottom once to try to make something happen. Up top, a great display of skill off all 4 members that were up there, showing up to be a 2-to-1 for the side of Moo coming out in the top.
Yeah,
Team 87.
Yeah, that's the thing. Lissandra has quite a bit of wave clear. She's going to be just clearing those waves. It's just like if you were to see the old school Cassiopeia versus Rise matchup. Clear waves, get out of lane, make play. Clear waves, get out of lane, make play. Hysteria did not take teleport, so he's just going to say, hey, I'm going to sit here, I'm going to farm up, I'm going to get my core items, and then I'm just going to be a monster like game. And actually, we're going to see gank here in the bot lane, but it's a counter gank by the Bidler. He's like everywhere you want him to be. And don't know if we're going to see kills go down here. Both players for the red team really low. It looks like a straight up
Aphromoo also low. That was just a great engagement on both sides. Now Pinkwood dropping into that bot, and there's that Q reaching back there, taking Ezreal a little bit lower. Neither AD carries have a healing or utility base, like a straight heal utility based little slave here. So really having to be careful.
And we're going to see, it's kind of like how late do you want to stand in lane before you go back to shopping? Do you actually somehow get a kill? Rumble going to use his ult here up top. Zik in a lot of trouble. We're going to go ahead and Cataclysm. Right now, Zik going to win this exchange and to take it the double buff. Oh, meanwhile here in the bot lane, Tekken getting really low. So is Royalty. He's going to bust barrier first. Oh, the Bind of Blood's going to go down here for Royalty. He's going to pick up, but I think Aphromoo senses blood. Is not quite level 6. Oh no, Royalty, what are you doing? Oh, he jumped back in. Aphromoo picking up 1 kill. It's going to be able to dodge the Zyra. No, the Zyra Passa. How many people can... It's going to walk away and say, hey, you killed Aphromoo, bro. Judgment, week 3.
Screen cap.
So Zik picked up double buff. He's going to have a nice lead here when Rumble gets back to lane. Actually quite scary. So Zik will probably back out. He's probably going to go shop. Looks like he went double blade, so I don't know if he's going to rush a brutalizer. There's a couple options here. He might even go for a spirit elder.
He might. He could just have double blades going into a Bork or anything else. Like you got knives. You have options.
There's
the Hex Drinker.
There you go. I probably should have guessed that one. I guess I don't play enough Jarvan. So, kills 4-3 in favor of the red team. Gold lead, only 500 gold. So far, pretty even game. Biller hasn't done much counter jungling. Has been there for the counter ganks.
And quite frankly, much more important, he has been everywhere Lee Sin has been. He's been, which is kind of impressive.
He's now, he doesn't have the kill that Lee Sin has, but he has about 10 CS. And just a rumble out here, probably to clear the wave and back. I think smart move. Except he senses there's a blind monk in the territory.
Gonna get spotted out as he drops back as well. We have Nunu moving down here, bot run. Oh, nope, just making a little runaround. Really wants this. And now he's gonna have the opportunity to force the movement claw.
the movement claw?
The movement claw.
Hey, I'm on board with this.
Yeah.
The glacial path. The scary claw of doom. Is this guy going in on me? I like it because it's such a long-range gap closer. I love that. Go ahead.
Ooh, down bottom we have another grab down on Aphromoo, but Tekken gonna get knocked up, and it's prom night. He is dead. He reaches out there with the passive, but no do.
Yeah, it looks like they know Lee Sin's there. Ezra's going to want to be careful here.
Oh, they want to bait this out. They got Nunu coming back up in the back. They want to bait this out. And Aphromoo, just wonderful positioning, staying as wide as possible. And there comes the Lee Sin. Lee Sin going to jump, and Aphromoo's just going to say, "Why, hello, dearie. I hear we had a special appointment." And this tower's going to go down. If they want it. Lysandra coming down here now, trying to be all sneaky pants. And then canceling that. Spending a lot of time coming halfway to another lane with no commitment.
Yeah, but he's doing pretty good here. Even in farm, I mean, I guess if you're going up against Rise, you actually want to be ahead in farm. Like, if it's just a straight-up farm lane, Rise is going to come out ahead.
Up top, Cataclysm coming out. And there's the flash to get out of there. That flash is now down for 5 minutes, and Rumble's going to need some sweet, sweet loving.
Yeah. Jiffa's doing pretty good. His ult is back up, and he has Ignite. He might be setting up a nice bait here. I just don't know if he's going to have enough damage. Actually, I know for sure he's not going to have enough damage. He may be Rumble, but Zik's also got that Hex Drinker.
Yep, got to get that magic pin to deal with that. And he's just trying to stay up here long enough to keep this turret from falling. Anything whatsoever. Just there goes the flame spitter. Here comes the harpoons.
Oh, so much aggression here in the bot lane.
Yeah, Aphromoo is just not letting anybody have any reprieve down here. He's just been reaching into that back lane time after time. And those clutch shields coming out of Tsatsulow.
Yeah, Aphromoo actually 30 CS ahead here in the bot lane. But you know what? I mean, that's kind of to be expected, right? I mean, you're going up against... Oh, the tri-gank top. Jifus better pop his all here. Here comes the claw. There goes the ult. Bam! Kill going down to Lysandra. They actually had to use, I think, 3 ults for that.
They did, and right now the counter for that is clear. Take Dragon.
Yeah, so they're going to take a kill plus top lane turret. They're going to go ahead and sacrifice Dragon. They might also, there might be some massive pressure here on the bot lane. I'd be careful. I think we're going to see some aggression here.
Whoop, whoop.
Here comes the Rise. Here comes the Bidler. They're going to use the Zyro to disengage Ezreal. I don't think that's the way it works. The support player is supposed to sacrifice his body.
Nope. Nope. Not on the DT. The DT says, nah, it's royalty, baby. We don't allow our supports to go down like that. They don't get chumped.
Right now, though, there goes the bot lane turret. So they've exchanged turrets. Dragon went in favor for the blue team. Dragon will be up not too long from now.
1 kill behind, a K ahead, 1.5 K ahead. It's a really good place to be sitting around if you were Team Aphromoo.
I would say at this point, though, I see Zik here in the bot lane. I don't know if this was just because they didn't anticipate the dragon missing or if he was looking to make a play. They did take that top lane turret, so there really wasn't much place for him to go. They could rotate mid here and see if they can make a play here on Rise and possibly get some of that. You get like a counter turret. Oh, it looks like Zik just kind of wants to make a play here. He knows Aphromoo out of mana, so it looks like they are going to go ahead and pressure this bot lane. They know Aphromoo going to back. Not much they can do here. Maybe let Janna try and defend this turret. Right now, though, they don't have
possible.
A creep.
Absolutely possible. A couple of big tornadoes coming through here. Could keep it alive long enough.
Oh, we're going to see a play here in the mid lane. They did force a flash here on Rise. It looks like just a little bit more river control here from Tekken. Nunu came down to help a double support defend. I like this. Supports best buddies for life.
Oh, but here we got, well, Zyra's sitting out here on the side. Whoa! We have the sweet catch. The sweetest of catches. We need one more tick off that. Boom! Give him my blue back.
Hysteria says, thank you for blue buff.
Don't be taking my blue. We had big damage coming over the wall there. Rumble come down. And although the ultimate just barely missed, was able to just kind of play that one smart and keep away. Was canceled as Rise took the life.
Rush the Manamune. Doesn't